Hey guys, this is Matt with Milwaukee Road. I'm going to do a layout update. I've gotten a lot accomplished since the last update. Sorry I haven't been able to get an update sooner than this, but here we go. Today I just got my signal bridges in, so I just installed all of those. And I'm also going to have a little dwarf signal right in here, and that's going to govern this track, which will eventually go to the Norfolk Southern branch of my layout. Then coming along, got another one of my bridges. You can see how they're all LED. They're really going to look nice. The other thing that I have set up, I've put out my IR detectors on where I'm going to set them up for each of the crossings. So you can see I've got a set right there, which is going to govern that side, and the set right there for that one crossing. So I'm going to show you what else I've gotten done. Coming over here, I ended up getting rid of what I had, and I put in a country club. As you can see, I have the tunnel for the golf carts. I have one of the greens. I still have to put the markers out, and I do have all the figures. In fact, you can see I even have little golf carts like that. I've got 2 of these, and then I have 6 other golf carts that I'm going to have at the country club. So I've got that set up. I got rid of my my chain gang that was right here. Just too much going on in this little area. So I'm going to come into this side. You can see I've got a tennis going on. The other side of the tunnel. Now I do have an LED light that is pretty much right here underneath, so that way you can see some of the, you can actually see it light up. But once I get that accomplished, I think it'll look kind of neat. Got my my swimming pool. Now these little chairs I ended up getting from Shapeways. They're actually pretty cool looking. So I've got those set up. Then I also have some table sets I'm going to put up there. So I'm going to have two table sets there and one table set here with some people sitting at a couple of them. But just haven't gotten to painting those yet. So got that, and then coming along in the front. In the front, I actually have a limo that's going to go there, and I also have a fountain that's going to go in here, and then I'm going to surround that with flowers. And my future car, the Ferrari, coming into the country club. Just thought it would look kind of appropriate going into there. Then coming along here, you can see I've got another one of the signal bridges. And then I've gotten a lot done on the city scene. This is actually the controller for all the traffic lights, or the traffic signals, I should say. So that way that'll all be functioning. But coming along, you can see I've got a lot of little detail, all throughout. The one, I'll move those out of the way. Those don't go there. Now the one cool thing that I've done, you can see the speaker that's in there. The speaker is actually hooked up to a scanner, and the scanner's off at this time, but it's hooked up to the Charleston County dispatch, so it's real-time dispatching that you're hearing from the station. So that way it just kind of ties in a little bit. I thought it would be kind of neat to have. So got that, and then coming along, you got the American Tool and Die. And I have a little memorial park, which I know it's small, but I'm calling this Raymond Memorial Park after my friend Raymond, who is helping me with all the wiring on this. Move the sewer line out. You can see along the station, I've got some nuns waiting, some people talking. I've got a grandma saying goodbye to her daughter and grandson. It's just little detail that I've added. And then, in fact, you look, I'm going to try zooming in, but I even have a guy who's, sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, well, I apologize for that, but he's actually leaning up against the tree, and then I also have another guy who's leaning up against the mailbox right there. So I've got that set up. Then with the grocery store, I've got a little, little market right there. And then I also have, as you can kind of see as I'm zooming in, I have two shopping carts that I've made. I think I have to make maybe one or two more and put them out by the tree, but I'm not going to lie, those are a pain to make. So hopefully I can get that done and not get too upset about it. Then another one of my signal bridges. Now, to give you an idea how these are all set up, these signal bridges are actually, they're 3D prints from Shapeways. Now, one of my buddies does all the wiring for all of them. You can kind of see on the bottom, it's a little hard to see, but I can get it. You can see all the small little wires that go to each of the LEDs. So it's very, very tedious work. You can see each one of these wires, they're all color coded. Each one goes to a specific LED, so I know when I'm hooking it up which one goes to which. So very, very nicely done. I cannot wait to get those all hooked up and set to the computer. Another thing I got in were my my company homes for the mine. My buddy Ron ended up finishing up for me. I started the kits and I just did not have any time to finish them up, and he loves doing the kits, so thank you very much, Ron. I appreciate it. Then coming along, you can see I have another set of my IR detectors out, getting ready for, the crossing I'm going to have there. Then coming along, I have another one of my signal bridges right there. Now, one thing I do have, all that this is just a little piece of molding, little, square piece of wood. I drilled a hole in the center of it, and then this is just a, I'll get it in there. It's just a bamboo skewer that you can pick up at the grocery store, and I actually use this for doing all my uncoupling. So it's a lot cheaper than buying the all those little Rix uncouplers, and all I do is I just have them all like that, and then as you can see, I just have them attached to the side. So as you work on that, as you work on switching the industries, you can just take it out and put it back in, and you have the uncoupler right there. Then coming along, haven't done much of anything over here. The only thing I did do is I put in the crossing, put in the the actual crossing gates, but at this time nothing is hooked up. But hopefully soon it will be. I'm aiming for the first of the year to have the computer controlled. Now, I also have some more ballasting done on this side. Now, one thing I did do on this bridge, I'm going to try to zoom in. I have some graffiti that I ended up putting, so I found a little graffiti of love, and that's actually going to be a hobo camp right down there. So, kind of a neat little thing I'm going to add. Now, on this, what I'm trying to accomplish is making a conveyor from what would be on the other side of this hill to come in to the processing, and then any larger rocks would go into here and go up for, getting crushed up and all that other good stuff. So I've got my large conveyor. I still have to cut all my supports and put them in, but I did get, this is 0.1, I believe it's 0.1 millimeter of styrene plastic, and that's actually going to be the conveyor belt. I have one set done right here, and all I did was put a bead of glue down the center and put some stone on it, so That way it makes it look like, it's a working conveyor belt. Then coming along here, I started my, my siren tower. I still have to paint my siren, and then install it, but it's going to look kind of neat, like a tornado siren. Then another one of the signal bridges. Then my other one right here, which governs this big crossover over into the yard. Then I apologize. I know this isn't one of the best updates, but just getting it out there. I got the ballasting done for Quad Graphics, and then also in Johnson Control. And you can see the other set of IR detectors with the crossing gates right there. And then coming along, you can see I've got the other IR detectors for that crossing. One other thing I did get in right here, these are from Shapeways. They're actually N-scale sewage pipes. So I'm going to paint those up, put maybe one or two of them in the construction zone, making it look like that's what they've been working on. So moving along from there, the only other thing that I've done on this was right here, and there's my last signal bridge that I have in. Now the only other thing I have to do with these, as I knock that over, these are just the little plastruck ladders, and I just have to paint them up and glue them on the side, cut them off to fit, but just make it so that it's the ladder going up to the signal. So that's pretty much all that I've gotten done. I'm actually using these European terminal blocks, and I ended up getting a pack of 20 of these off eBay, probably for like 25 bucks, and that's what I'm going to use for wiring up all the signals and the Tortoise switch machines. So that's pretty much it. All I've been really working on was my scenery. As you can see, I've got the country club done, but other than that, that's pretty much all that I've done. I know it's not a lot, but I hope that you guys enjoy this, and if you have any questions, comments, please let me know.